Welcome to Bridgetown. We have made it to the beach. I'm having a lovely time. 3, 2, 1. Good morning from Barbados. You joined me in a beautiful location. Tom and I have actually left the UK to go backpacking in South America for the next 3 months, and our first stop is Barbados, which technically is the Caribbean, not South America, but there was reasoning for this being the first location, and that was genuinely because when we were looking at flights, I could get to Barbados using my Virgin Atlantic airline points, so the flights didn't cost anything, which then meant that a big chunk of the journey to get over to this side of the world had been done. Also, I'd heard Barbados was pretty great to spend New Year's Eve, and that is where we are going to be, so I'm very, very excited. Before we get into this vlog, I thought we'd flash back, because I did film leaving home, but I just filmed some like random clips. As you can imagine, as always, when you're leaving for like a long amount of time, it's quite overwhelming and saying goodbye is really hard. So I filmed a little bit, but not a lot. So we're gonna flash back and then I'll catch you up to speed. Say goodbye, guys. They don't want to be in it, but this is me leaving home. I look like I'm going bowling. Taking the laces out of my shoes because I want to swap them over. They're laughing at me for the backpack, and I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit of an ugly backpack.
What?
You weren't laughing. He was a minute ago. He went, why are you taking Dad the backpack? And honestly, fair question. You know what I don't have? My bank cards are still in my coat pocket from last night. I need to take a pen and I need to take my wallet. Otherwise though, guys, I think we're okay. I think we're ready to go. You sure you don't want to be on camera? No on camera from the Thompson family. Harry is still quite ill after Christmas. My dad's currently in the car waiting for me. You'll be on camera. Come on then. Bearing in mind, Harry has had the flu for a few days. How are you feeling now?
$1 million. Or a million, what's the currency? Where you
I
going?
don't know.
Million pesos.
Pesos, yeah.
Million rupees. No, that's India.
Anyway, goodbye. I'll see you in March.
Bye.
You're used to this now, aren't you?
Yeah, mum.
Goodbyes are less dramatic, she says. My mum behind the camera is sobbing. Goodbyes are the hardest part. This is the worst bit of any travel trip, is leaving home. For that reason, you just got to do it. I've just got to go.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. See you in 3 months. Goodbye, Lottie. We have arrived at the Premier Inn. Good 5 hours later, isn't it?
4.5. We did stop,
but it took ages.
Diversion.
Big diversion. Also just road work.
It's now 20 past 8.
It's 20 past 8.
4 hours back.
I can't believe you're turning around and going straight home. Didn't ask my dad to do this. My dad offered to drive us down.
To do this.
Sometimes I think he likes it.
Thank you very much.
But yeah.
Oh, it would feel a nice way to see you off.
It would feel a
But
bit
also,
weird.
It'd feel strange if we just plonked you on a train in Beverley and went bye.
Well, the last few times I've been abroad, I've got the train.
Not for a long period.
No, I feel like there's always an airport goodbye, and it's always my dad.
Yeah, you like seeing your dad before we go.
He's airport dad. This is goodbye, but it's not for that long, so we don't need to be sad about it. You can take it.
3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Have a fabulous time.
Thank you.
Be safe. Enjoy yourself.
I'm having
If
a
you see
speech.
Paddington Bear,
I've got him.
don't lose him.
He's coming.
Yeah, I think that might get ripped
No.
off. Make sure
no.
he stays with you for all times.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's not. Give him a hug. There you go. Yeah, thank you for driving us. Enjoy Vegas and your other trip.
Business is going down. Doors opening.
Here's a little reality, guys. Even though I love traveling and I love going away, I cry every single time when I leave because I hate saying goodbye.
Ground floor.
Crying into my pizza. Tom's laughing at me. He's like, get a grip, woman. And honestly, he's right, because I am so excited. There's just something so horrible about saying goodbye, but I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a wine, gonna have a pizza, gonna go sleep. Let's go and check in at the Virgin Atlantic terminal at Heathrow. Surprisingly busy for 6 AM on a Sunday. Good morning from Heathrow. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me because it's pretty noisy in here. We have checked in. I actually surprised Tom because a little bit ago, I think it was in like October or November, I upgraded the flights to premium economy, which is a little upgrade. It's not a massive upgrade, but it's pretty exciting. I did it with my points, so it was actually amazing because I didn't pay for it. So yeah, I'm not really about paying for premium or business, but I am about upgrading with airline points. Anyway, we've just had some breakfast. We're about to head to wherever our gate is. We're in Terminal 3 at Heathrow and it's massive. Anyway, right, we're gonna go, but en route to Barbados. Don't mind if I do at 9 AM. It's Christmas, guys. You match?
Like I work it.
I'm dressed as the aeroplane. Anyway, welcome back to Real Time and welcome to Barbados. Let's give you a little tour, guys. This is the hotel that we're staying at. Look how beautiful. That is the swimming pool over there. This is our little balcony area. I'm gonna hand you over to Tom to do a room tour.
Welcome back to Tom's Takeover. So we've got a nice little balcony area and there's Molly doing I think is a dance. And there's a really nice pool, to be fair, and a bar and our Indian restaurant, which we ate at last night. That was really nice. And now on with the tour. This is the sort of living room, I guess. Kitchen, which is nice, which I think we will use, to be fair, because it's ridiculously expensive to eat here.
It is.
So I think we might do like some breakfasty bits here.
Yeah.
Also the hob is brown on it, which is great. Got a TV, don't really think we'll use that. Nice picture of turtles. And here's the bedroom. Well, the bedroom's really nice actually. So here's all my neat stuff. And here's all of Molly's mess.
Why did they expose me like that?
Everywhere.
I filled in my pajamas.
Sure. What have we got in the bathroom? Toilet, sink, mirror, shower. Links that I got for Christmas. I think that's it.
A lot of big wardrobes. We won't use these really.
No, my worry about using wardrobes is I leave something.
And that's pretty much it, guys. We are gonna head out for a little explore. I think we're gonna go to the beach today. Yesterday we had a very, very chill afternoon. We got here at like 5 PM. We had a nap, we ate and we went to bed. So I thought, let's start afresh and I'll bring you along this morning. Sorry, what on earth is going on? So we have just come into a supermarket. What is this supermarket called? M&C Stores.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is usually a pretty good way to gauge the cost of a country that you're in. And you may have just heard Tom mention that this was very expensive and we noticed it last night. I'm going to show you the cost of some things in their currency. So for reference, the Barbadian dollar is double the US dollar. However, you've got a dairy milk bar, which how much are they at home? £2? Here it's $10, 4 quid. It's about double, I would say. Ferrero Rocher, $50 guys, so 25 US dollars.
Over 20 quid for some Ferrero Rochers.
That's insane.
I think it's all about double.
Might be the most expensive place I've ever been. Let's go and see what about like the fresh stuff. Yesterday we were actually chatting to one of the ladies in the hotel. We just got talking to this woman as we like walked in and she told us that she spent £50 on snacks and we were like, ooh. How much for an apple?
Like
okay, that's
30p.
alright, 30p. Thing is, we're not doing this on like a super strict budget, but I'm also not paying £25 for some Ferrero Rochers, you know? Got a little bit of breakfast, guys, even though we were meant to be being good, but this looks really nice. We have made it to the beach. We've stocked up on some goods. We had a little coffee. You guys saw my breakfast. And now we've found some steps down to what looks like just the most beautiful beach. Okay, I'm trying my first ever rum punch, guys. This is the cocktail of the Caribbean. Rum is the spirit of choice here. Also, I went in the ocean because I was getting really hot and then a wave wiped me out and fully dunked me under, so now my hair's wet, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay. I'm a little apprehensive because they've covered the top of this drink and I think it's cinnamon. I'm gonna mix it, I'm gonna blend it. But it was only £7. Oh no, I've spilled it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wanna try it?
Sure. It's supposed to be covered in sand.
It's not sand, it's cinnamon. It's actually really nice, you know?
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Might be having a few of those. That is an ad for Visit the Caribbean. We've made a friend. There she is. I think this cat's definitely a girl. Oh, she's having a little bath look. Guys, this isn't even the same cat. We've just got back to the room and we walked back into the living room. A friend.
There's a child like just here, and I think the cat's trying to get away from the child.
Could be that.
And I think he's looking at us.
Could
like,
be that.
Save me.
Help me. Good evening from our hotel room. It's a little bit dark in here. I don't think we have any bigger lights I can even put on, you know? But basically, we are about to head out for dinner. We're gonna go out this evening into Holetown, which is the town that we are staying near. And we have booked a table at a restaurant. I think I told you that a lady recommended that we met yesterday here in the hotel. So I've got a little bit dressed up. I've got this top on from Cotton On and then my score and my sandals. I feel the sandals really dress it down. But you know what? It's okay, I'm excited. This restaurant apparently is a little bit cheaper than some of the others in this area. Like I say, this is an expensive location. Also, we're on the more expensive side of the island. That's the plan. I'm excited. Something else that you might be able to hear. Also, this is my outfit. You might be able to hear this little chirping sound in the background.
It's not me.
Turns out, guys, they have these tree frogs here in Barbados that are quite famous for making loads of noise that sound kind of the same as like crickets. Last night, I was like, what is that? The middle of the night and it was still carrying on. And at first I thought it was a bird. And then no, turns out it's these tiny little tree frogs and it is relentless. It's actually a tiny bit irritating. Like, it's kind of nice now because it sounds ambient like with the atmosphere, but when you're trying to sleep, it was like, what is that sound? And I had earplugs in as well. So loud, isn't it? Gonna head out for dinner now. Guys, when I tell you this is pretty much exactly how I imagined the Caribbean to be, this is what I mean. Found a bar called the Bearded Roses, and the drinks are fairly reasonably priced, and it's a nice bar as well. We've even managed to get a little table, which night before New Year's Eve, not bad. Now we know this is here for tomorrow if all else fails. Probably not, no. What a view, what a meal, what a guy. There he is. What a guy. What a guy. And I've got the ocean here. This is the same palm tree as earlier, guys. We're literally sat pretty much where we were sat earlier today. This is run number 1, location number 1. We are currently in Barbados. We are kind of on holiday on this part of the trip. This is where we're starting. We're gonna go for a run. Let's see how this goes.
Finish the first run.
What colour is my face?
Pink.
Good morning from a very, very beautiful Barbados. Today is New Year's Eve and we have actually booked to do a little scuba dive. This was one of my Christmas presents to Tom. I thought it would be really, really fun because there's actually a wreck dive. I was saying that we are heading to do a scuba dive and it's actually at a wreck dive site, so we're going to see a shipwreck. We have left the hotel. That last clip I was filming, I was like right by the pool, so I thought I'll stop now. But we are actually going to get the bus. We got the public bus from the airport to the hotel. It was a little bit chaotic. The bus didn't have a door. There's not any other mode of public transport. Obviously you can get taxis, but there's not any like Ubers or anything like that, so you have to organise that with the hotel. I think for the sake of just hopping on a public transport when there's a bus literally going past every couple of minutes, so easy.
It's all kind of off one main road. It's under £2.
Yeah.
Probably about £1.50. Or taxi to like the next resort was like $70.
Yeah.
There's a massive difference.
Anyway, I will say there's probably not going to be tons of footage from scuba diving because we actually did decide not to bring the GoPro because this is our only underwater activity of the entire 10 weeks. So we just thought for the sake of carrying it around, I'll insert a couple of overlays of the shipwreck that we dive at. Welcome to Bridgetown. This is Barbados' capital city and it's pretty much exactly how I imagined it might be. Very, very cool vibes. Guys, they've got a Woolworths. What the heck? This is pretty crazy because I'm pretty sure this is what was Woolworths in the UK. Go on, do your impression.
Live a good life.
Live a good life. Have you guys seen that guy on TikTok that goes to like TK Maxx or Target in America and does that? Welcome. No worries, no worries. We're still very much on Christmas here, guys. That is a little baby Jesus in his manger. We are currently crossing over a bridge into kind of like the other side of Bridgetown, side where the beach is.
It is well up.
It might be too hot.
Might be.
Dinner with a view.
What's the view?
That.
Oh.
To clarify,
no. It's a couple getting married, it's New Year's Eve, they're getting married on the beach in Barbados. Are they getting married like right now? I think they're getting married. This happened very quick. Oh, it's like actually happening right now.
It's happening right now. Imagine if you fell over at this point. This is a great question. What do you wear on your feet?
Nothing. Barefoot wedding for sure, yeah. If this is your family and they're getting married, you know what? I'm actually impressed they've got like 20 family members here. Oh no, my natural hair's come out in force. The effort's gone, guys. 2 days in. It is New Year's Eve, you can't really see me. We are ready for New Year's Eve. It is about 7:30 right now. We're gonna go out for a drink and we have actually booked to go for an Indian, which is actually one of my favorite meals. We have had curry on this trip already. Seems to be pretty popular. We've passed a lot of curry houses. So I booked this a while ago and then we're kind of just gonna see where the night goes. Apparently they do like street parties here. So we're gonna see if we can find maybe one of those, see what happens. I've straightened my hair, curled the ends. I feel ready for New Year's Eve. I'm hoping that it's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, we're out for a curry. I'm stuck in straight in. Which one have you gone for?
No time for messing about.
We've got some starters, guys. We've got some poppadom. Tom and I love an Indian, so this is like our dream. We're in this little restaurant called Satya, which is in 2nd Street, Barbados. And apparently the party is in 1st Street and it's after this. Apparently it starts, Tom's just hoying the food down. You know what? I did curl my hair. You guys saw it in the last clip. It's already all dropped out because the water has made my hair so soft that it just didn't stay. The party starts at 11 apparently, so that's why it's pretty quiet. Ooh, it looks so good. Can't even see it. Let me bring this nearer. There we go. Look at that. Oh my god, it looks so good. In an attempt to stay awake because we're so tired, guys. Like we landed in 48 hours ago. In the UK it's 4 AM. I would not be awake. I could barely stay up till midnight as it is. We've got 2 espresso martinis.
Very liquidy.
espresso martinis.
We have worked out, guys, that in order to get in anywhere, you need to have a wristband. And the restaurant we ate in gave us a wristband, but then now it means we can only get drinks from the restaurant that we ate in. But that's fine.
It's actually easier.
The party is on the street, so you just bring them outside, which is where we are now. A weird system. It's a weird system.
Everything only, it's like 11. Everything pretty much started about 20 minutes ago. Genuinely, 20 minutes before that, there was no people, there was nothing on the streets, and we'd heard about this being the place to be, and we were just thought this is a lie. And it's
in the UK, people will have been out drinking from like 6 PM.
Yeah, well, this just started
10 to. No.
About 10 to 11.
10 to 11.
And now it's packed with people.
Why could I have used that as a napkin?
I can't take her anywhere.
You know what though, it is only that bit. I reckon that might be alright. I thought I had visions of an entire espresso martini being spilled down my white dress there.
Just dribbling off the table. This was all because she tried to get a photo of this little toy camera.
This for the girl that commented on my Instagram reel yesterday going, "You've broken your own rule with the white dress, that'll never stay white." No, it didn't. It didn't last the first 2 days. We are standing on Holetown Beach in Barbados with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other people. The beach is very busy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This traffic is crazy, guys. It's nearly 1 AM probably. The reason that we booked to stay in Holetown, which is where we are now, is because on all of the Google chat rooms or like Reddit forums and things like that about like Barbados at New Year's Eve and things like that, and everybody said Holetown has like the best celebrations in terms of street parties, fireworks, things that are affordable slash free if you're not staying in a really bougie resort, because there's a lot of like private resort parties going on, but you have to be staying there. Or you pay, and I'm not joking, I actually sent an email to the one that we were just stood outside of on the beach. So we were next door but we weren't inside it, and they were like, oh, it's $500 per head to enter, and that does not include food or drink. It was worth doing the research to stay nearby enough to be able to walk. So it is a bit of a walk, but it's not like not doable. Good morning and Happy New Year from our balcony. We are sat having
Omelets.
your best Gavin and Stacey.
I don't know.
She was like, I'll have an omelette.
When? I don't know the scene you're on about.
Every single episode. Has Tom ever even seen Gavin and Stacey, guys? Oh my god. How she's always like, oh, I think I'll just have an omelette. I'll have an omelette, that'll be lush. Every episode she asks Gwen for an omelette, including the Christmas special.
Is she? I can't say I've noticed it.
Anyway, we've got an omelette. And we are having a very, very chill morning. Having food on the balcony, and then I think we're actually gonna head to the beach. It's a beautiful day. Gonna do some sunbathing. I wanna read my book. Honestly, it's a very low-key, chilled out start to the year. I have once again been chosen by the small fairy friend. He literally just plonked himself on my sun lounger. I'm genuinely over the moon. This is like my dream view. I'm having a lovely time. I've got my book, I've got a cat, I've got the warm weather, I've got the palm trees. We have come to watch the sunset by the water, by the rocks. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the most impressive sunset I've ever seen. The sun's behind that massive cloud on the horizon, which is so typical. It's the first sunset of 2025 and I feel like we just had to come and see it. Earlier on the beach, guys, the guy that does this came over and really pitched it to me. He was like, oh, you and your boyfriend, you do this tomorrow, you do this tomorrow. And I was like, oh, maybe. And watching it does look quite fun to be fair. But I feel like that's the fastest way to injure yourself. We are about to leave, but look at the sky now. The sunset has turned out so gorgeous. And behind Tom, guys, there's this absolutely massive cruise liner. And I actually feel like we're not even getting a sense of scale for that because it's so far away from us, like it's on the horizon line. But look how much of the horizon it's taking up. I don't think I've ever seen a cruise ship that big. That other boat next to it that you can see, that's like a freight boat, I'm pretty sure. Hello guys, we've just got back from going for dinner, and I didn't film anything because honestly I'm so shattered. I still feel like a little bit jet lagged, and I was a little bit ill before we came out here, so I feel like that all combined together in the evenings. I'm like, oh. But also, because it's New Year's Day, nothing was open, so I didn't end up really filming anything because we just trekked around for like an hour trying to find somewhere that we could have food. The morale was not that high. I will say, if you're planning a trip to Barbados for New Year's Eve, make a dinner reservation for the 1st, because not that many places are open, and then the places that were open were obviously fully booked. So we learned that lesson the hard way. We found this little beach club that were serving food, but it took a long time and it wasn't like the best, but it was food.
To be fair, mine was nice.
Yours was really good, to be fair.
I need to find out what it was called, but it was the local catch.
Yes,
Today,
obviously a lot of the like local food is fish here, and I don't eat fish, so I was like, can I have a veggie burger, which was on the menu, and they were like, we're out of stock of that. I was like, okay, that's fine. It was fine. We succeeded. We're back. We're getting up at 5 AM for a very exciting reason, so I'll see you then. Good morning. What time is it?
Pretty much 5:30.
So we have just arrived at Pebbles Beach, I think it's called, and we are here because every single morning at sunrise they bath the racehorses. No, I actually didn't really realise that Barbados is a big racehorse location. They have races here. They have a huge racecourse in the middle of the island. We actually drove past it the other day. And yeah, every single morning they wash the horses. Their trainers and their jockeys come down and they like wash them in the ocean, and you can come and watch. And it's a really nice environment. They just got given a free coffee when we arrived. Great. Free biscuits. Always want to make biscuits at 5:30 AM. We're gonna go down. You can kind of see that already behind me. Very cool. Those ones over there are so far out, and I feel like horses don't look like they should be able to swim.
Baffle me a bit that they can.
But they can like really swim. Like, it's not just getting a bath in the shallows, like it's swam away.
Is that in their instinct though?
It's swam away.
I'm sure like most horses nowadays don't ever need to swim.
Oh, I don't really know why they would be in water. I feel like that lady that's swimming with that one is having the time of her life. You can tell, guys, that these horses are really, really, really well looked after. Like, these are well maintained horses. Wherever we go around the world, we seem to find ginger cats. Getting busy down on this beach now. We've stopped for breakfast after watching the horses. We had to wait an hour for anywhere to open. That's how early it was. And I've got a smoothie, some pancakes. Tom's waiting on an Eggs Benedict. We have come to a little shopping complex called Quayside Centre, just off of the beach that we've spent the last few hours on. That beach was called Blakely Beach, maybe? Or a little bit down from Blakely Beach. And we've basically just been sunbathing. And now we've had a little bite to eat because it's like 12 o'clock, but obviously we got up at 5. So I was like, oh my God, I'm starving. I feel like
it's been such a long day.
It has been the longest morning of my life. It's not even 1 PM, I don't think, yet.
Well, most people will just be going out to the beach now, and we've just left.
So we're gonna head back to Holetown on the bus if we can find where the bus stops. So yeah, this is like kind of the south of the island, and I've really liked it here. It's one of my favourite places that we've happened to visit. There's just like quite a lot here. Yeah, very nice vibes. This is a really nice hotel as well. This is called Akka Hotel. They've got a really nice beachfront. We actually were sat on their sun lounges. There you go. You can see all the way through to the ocean there. Who just won at cards? Who just won at cards?
Game of luck.
Who just won at cards?
Game of luck.
Alright, that tells you all you need to know. It is time for our final evening meal here in Barbados. We actually booked this last night after the whole palaver of not being able to find anywhere. We thought we'll book a dinner. So we have booked a little Italian restaurant. I think it's called Spagliato.
I think it was just like
I don't know, it was something like
that.
that. It's in Italian, and this is probably gonna be our last like dinner like this for a while. We're gonna try to do a lot of the South America route. Slightly cheaper when it comes to food. Tom and I were talking about this the other day. Like, eating out and like food is part of the experience of traveling for us. Like, we're both quite into eating. We're both quite into food. Like, the food experience is like what is usually quite a big part of it. However, previously in Southeast Asia, that costs you like what? Sometimes we'd be getting a bill for like a tenner for both of us for dinner. Here, and I think across South America, especially across Costa Rica and like Colombia, it's not going to be like that. So yeah, we do need to be a little bit more mindful. We do not need to eat out every night, but as this is our last evening in Barbados and this has been like a holiday at the beginning of our trip, treat yourself. Treat yourself. It's January the 2nd. You know what? I'm not very good at sticking to my rules, guys. But yeah, this is my outfit. It's from City Beach, Australia. Where's your top from? Let me guess.
Nike.
Really?
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 This looks amazing. This is my kind of food. Oh my God. Yeah, it really does. Really proper pasta. Not like last night's pasta. That looks like something you would get in the Cheesecake Factory. Hello guys, as you saw from that last clip, we have moved locations on to our first stop of our backpacking trip, which is actually Costa Rica. So that is going to be the next vlog, but I'm going to wrap the Barbados one up here. So sorry about the background noise. We appear to be on the noisiest road maybe in the whole country, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. I loved our time in Barbados. It was just the perfect, most relaxing way to spend New Year's Eve after a pretty chaotic Christmas, and honestly I'd really recommend it. I feel like the Caribbean is a bucket list for, well, it was definitely a bucket list for me, but for a lot of people, and it's definitely somewhere I would go back. Obviously we didn't spend like a really long amount of time there. This wasn't like, you know, a week's holiday or a 2-week holiday, but I would definitely consider that in the future because the vibe, 10/10, although it was expensive. Anyway, if you've got all the way to the end of this vlog, thank you so much for watching. Can you guys give Tom some love in the comments, because he has actually edited this vlog for me and he's going to be editing all of the vlogs from South America so that I can really focus on some really fun short form content for Instagram and TikTok. So we're being a little bit of a team right now. Other than that, I shall see you guys in my next video, which will be from here and up on my channel next Tuesday. We are aiming to get videos out once a week whilst we travel, just because it is quite a lot of work to edit whilst you're on the go and our itinerary is pretty jam-packed. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.